Who would have thought, of all the things that's been going on in our country that we are complaining about, that the war against car processors was immediately going straight towards the White House itself? That's amazing. Like a lot of things that we need to fix online internet, but for the president in the White House itself to sign an executive order to counter against car processors is amazing, you know. But then again, believe it or not, I have been following this since 2015, or was it 16? But it was all the way back then. Because this car processor thing has been happening, and not just in Japan, and not just with video games and anime, but also with other current people. You see, during the time, there was this thing that was going on where you had to pick a side, no matter what. And if you had the certain wrong opinion, those card processors and payment options like PayPal and other things would take you off. They'll shut your accounts down, hold your assets and everything. You couldn't even go on to other sites to log on to even Uber or Lyft and stuff like that. They just cut you off just like that, just because you have the wrong opinion that they don't agree with. And this is called being unprofessional, in my opinion. But it's just a fact. You know, as long as you're not breaking the law or hurting no one, especially here in America, you shouldn't be taken off of things because of your own opinion, no matter what it may be, no matter how dumb or messed up it can be. As long as you're not breaking no rules and you're holding up your First Amendment rights, these things should not be happening to you. And of course, for years, certain people celebrated this. They advocated for this. They love it until it came for them. And this always happens. This always happens every single time. We did nothing when it came for them, so when it came for us, no one could save us. That's exactly what happens every single time. When you see something that's attacking someone else that you don't like, and you're celebrating it, and you're thinking, what's wrong with that? We don't like that. This is a good thing. They never think, maybe that thing will come after me next. They never think that. Every single time. And now here we are. Seeing people like Anita Sarkeesian, who's probably doing it for clout, or she actually is concerned, who knows, is jumping on this saying what the payment processors are doing is messed up, because it isn't just attacking the gooner bait, it's also attacking the furry bait, it's attacking the other side as well, like it was going to do as usual. It doesn't just A wildfire doesn't destroy half the forest. It destroys everything it can until it's stopped. That is the process of a wildfire. Just like Giovanni from the Pokemon movie said, a wildfire destroys everything in its path. And if you're in its path, it's going to destroy you. But unfortunately, so many people ignore this. And that goes for any side, is what I'm saying. Whether you're on this side, you see something you don't like being destroyed, but it kind of corrupts the morality of your rights. But you're celebrating it anyway because you don't like it. That's a no-no. You gotta say, hey, I may not like what this person's thinking, but we should stop it. No, I know the executive order thing is pretty much is to counter attack anything that goes against a person's rights when it comes to what they do with their payment processors. Say they think differently or is a certain kind of product. If it's not hurting no one, it doesn't do anything, therefore it can't be shut down. But as you heard of this group called Collective Shout, this group of old Karens who's been trying to take down tons of things such as GTA, Detroit Become Human, and plenty of other games. And by the way, these aren't Gooner games, by the way. They're just regular games, especially Detroit Become Human. These women have been trying to take these things down for years. And they slowly started doing it by complaining not to the processors, but to the banks themselves, saying, hey, this is what this site is supporting. Do you support this? And this is when banks just say, as long as it doesn't hurt anything or any regulations of our rules, this stuff is okay. That's where they should have stuck with. But instead, they kept going with it. But as I theorized before, maybe certain individuals within the payment processor companies probably didn't like this stuff as well and waiting for an opportunity to strike by giving someone the call and go. And that's what these Karens did. So here we are with this processor mess. And I gotta say, I don't like it. But now it's being counterattacked as an executive order. Now, executive order is not an official law. It is not. It's more like a thing to hold it off. This will keep it busy in the meantime as we continue on with something else. That's what an executive order is. Technically, it doesn't. It's not permanent, as you can say. It only lasts for a certain while. You can still work your way around it. So this is just a band-aid patch within what's going on right now, but it is a step in the right direction. So I say this is a little win for this battle. It is, but we haven't won the full war. And I believe the war will never end as long as we live here in America, and the corporations themselves wish to control us. They'll always try and find some way around the holes in order to get to us and our information, no matter what. Now, people will always use the excuse, well, there's creeps out there, there's bad people, and you are correct. So the solution to that is to hire monitors to track these people. The funny thing is that if it's children that they care about so much, they could easily stop this easily, but they don't want to spend the money to do it. Not only that, throughout the years, I've been seeing tons of regular users calling out creeps all the time. But for some reason, it takes these payment processors or these other sites forever to do something about it. So if you care about the children, how come you don't care about the people who are reporting the people who are doing these terrible things? Why did it take for them to respond? So it was never about the children. It was about your information. It's always been about your information. Everyone has a price on them, and they can be sold and bought anywhere they want to. So if you're seeing an email or phone calls full of a bunch of spam and offers, or you're on a site with annoying ass ads, it's because they sold your information. They put it into an algorithm, and that algorithm will send you certain things that you might be interested in. And like I keep being sent rocket money all the freaking time, and it's annoying. Or I keep seeing in different car insurance options. It's annoying. Or me going on different trips to Las Vegas or Japan. It's annoying. Like I do plan on going, but I don't want it coming to me. The most of these things feel like scams, or they're not good deals. But either way, it's annoying. And I keep saying that because that's what it is. So here we are finally with some good news that's happening. And the amount of speed that it happened is quite amazing. It's probably because finally a lot of people are on the same side of what's going on. So if it was just continuing on of just one side being attacked and losing their freedom of what they could post or what they can buy, it would have been swept under the rug and it kept on going. But since now it's both sides happening, you have more people complaining. And despite what you may hate, we need the Karens. We need the whiners. The whiners know how to go out there and whine to the right people and complain. We don't have them, that much change can happen. So that's why I believe why things really speed up in this process. It's very interesting like that, because this could have been stopped a while back, but nothing happened. Because I guess there wasn't enough people complaining, enough stuff wasn't being moved around, it wasn't getting out there into the news, and I guess certain people who could move things around were enjoying certain individuals losing their access to buying or to their banks. They were happy about it because they didn't like them. But now the shoe's on the other foot. Now both sides are feeling the sting, and now they feel the pressure coming down. That's why things are happening this way. And it's sad it took this long, but that's just how it is with human nature. We repeat the same things over and over again, despite knowing what's going to happen. We just can't help ourselves. It's always going to happen. That is the true fact of human nature, unfortunately. But hey, this is good news. This is really good news, and I'm enjoying it, a little glee in your step. Now, we'll see what they'll do when it comes to payment processors when it comes to Japan. I know there's some shipping companies that aren't able to ship or able to sell their stuff because of PayPal or even Visa and MasterCard themselves. That's very intriguing. But sooner or later, Japan needs to set some rules too, saying you let this go or we'll find somewhere else. I still believe, just in case, we need to create a new payment processor plan that's very neutral and neutral as heck. It stays professional, it stays moderate, and that is it. Sounds impossible, but it could happen in some sort of other gray way. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm hoping it happens because we can't keep letting this happen to us. It's annoying, man. Yes, I keep saying that word because everything that's happening right now is just annoying. I'm tired of it, you know? But the fight continues every single day. The fight never stops. But at least it's going in the right direction. So anyways, that's what I got for this news today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has Macron on Anime. Signing out.